Chair will call this meeting to order. First item on the agenda is approve the minutes of April 17th.
So moved.
Seconded. Any amendments or changes?
Oh.
No? Okay, all those in favor of adoption, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, vote unanimous. Item 2 is open. There, dishwashing bids for Crawford Street. Doug, you want to give these guys a quick overview of what we're talking about here while I
Sure.
open these in?
We have two dishwashers that are in need of replacement. These are on the capital plan for 2 years. We have one at the jail that is about 20 years old, and we have the one at Riverside that is probably closer to 30 years old. They're becoming hard to find parts for. We actually were kind of up against the wall here on the one at Riverside. We had to pay about $3,000 to replace a motor recently, just for the conveyor itself. So we're basically putting good money into that equipment, just to keep it motivating. The maintenance guys have done a good job maintaining it the best we can, but bringing in Hobart and stuff is just cost prohibitive. We'll make it.
Is Hobart being made still in this country, like, do you know?
Well, so Hobart is a sum of its components, right? I'm sure they build the
Right.
stainless steel and bend that and assemble it and weld it here, but the electric motors are certainly imported, and all the roller materials and bearings, those are all imported. As far as I know, they're all still built here in the United States.
Tariffs.
Pretty short term.
Right, all short term. Okay. So we've gotten, apparently 3 bids. First one is from Alternative Sales Corp. 21,368. Now, that's for just one. And then they've got, like, they probably broke down, they're probably 2 separate sizes, I'm assuming they're right.
Correct.
Okay, so there's 2 separate, there's another bid in here as well for a second.
And the one at the jail is larger than the one at Riverside.
It's the same price. It can't be though. What's that, a copy? That might be a copy. I'll look through that in a second. Second one from Fountainhead. Let's see. They got a total of 60,700. How much do we have in the budget rate for the year?
So Diane can pull it up. It's in the capital, but I believe it's more than that.
I got an $8,500 installation fee. And it's 69,000 in installation fee. Yeah. We're gonna have a table on these.
I'm sorry?
Doug can
I think the
review them.
CIP one close to 58.
I have an answer right here. Riverside. It's the Riverside Dietary, $67,637.
And how about the jail?
For
They
jail,
were the same.
they were the same?
They're the same.
All right, so we're within the budget, it's just a matter of close. to it.
Yeah, there's gonna be some additional sheet metal work for the venting to attach it to our existing venting system. There's some other hookups that need to be done, and some conveyors that need to be built.
The third one is from Grady's. They're in the. Well, they got one for 46 and one for 29, so. Why don't we take a motion to table these until the
So moved.
administration has an opportunity to review it. Give me a second. Okay, all those in favor of tabling action on this, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, vote unanimous. Okay, Doug, I'm gonna turn these over to you. You got a little research to do here.
I'm sorry, I'm not one.
I think it's the second time we put a motor in that Hobart. I remember doing
At
it.
least,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's in a bad spot. It's kind of a bad design.
Right. Okay, we got the, item 3, which is the steel roof, removal contract. What's going on with this now? What's the status with all that?
Janet sent it to Primex. Primex made some suggestions for changes, and its changes have been completed, so now the document's prepared to sign.
Okay,
It's been signed by, the contractor.
contractor signed it. Okay, does anyone have any questions on this?
No.
No? You good? All right.
Still work for which building? Some,
It's to, yeah, cut the protrusions through the roof before we put the new roof down. That's the bid we opened a few weeks ago. It's, sometimes it takes a little while for the back and forth for the legal terms.
Okay. That's done. We got some upcoming events. We got our annual, three trees, three chimneys. Yep. Holocaust goal. Daryl?
We have, yep, that was a large success.
It was,
As is indicated by the staff in attendance. So I think it'll be a similar operation as last time.
Okay. We got our annual, 20th anniversary ray on our golf tournament.
Yep.
huh?
Yes, sir.
That should be a good time. Always a good time. Okay.
Just
we got-
hope for good weather.
Yeah, that's right. You got any old and new business, gentlemen? No? Okay, we got any questions? Susan, you got any questions for us this morning?
No, I'm still asleep.
You are? Okay, all right. All right, the chair will entertain a motion to move into non-public session.
Can I just,
Yeah.
just, for new business, so we've reached 4 senators so far.
Oh, yeah.
And just to report that, well received by the 4 senators. And I think, according to 2 of the senators, the Senate's of like mind not to enforce that 3% cut,
Yeah,
which is,
which is what the government doesn't support that either, apparently.
the governor does not support that. In addition, the rating of the opioid trust fund,
They set that aside.
well, they've agreed that it's illegal.
Right,
That it's
because-
inconsistent with the settlement.
Yeah,
So, and apparently that's not the only thing that the House rated. There's other things that they rated that doesn't involve the county, so I'm not familiar with those items. So they're gonna have
That's
to
good.
restore those. So they've been, and no one has objected to the rebate or the refund of that 18 months of money that the state,
so,
well, double billed. They billed the feds and billed us.
Yeah.
Um,
gotta love the state.
so,
Well, that's good news on the opioid trust because those settlement agreements were for that money to be spent on.
yeah, I think, Buffetti from the AG's office is actually doing a legal opinion, but the consensus from the senators that we've spoken to is that they're well aware that you can't
Yeah.
use that money to offset general fund expenses.
So
So,
hopefully it'll
I have-
survive the committee conference in June.
well, I think, the Senate's pretty strong on that, and the governor's pretty strong on that, and I'm not sure what influence that has,
Quite a bit.
on the House negotiators. And, also the Senate, as Commissioner Petrie has mentioned, the Senate will have more updated, revenue numbers, and they're expecting that revenue to be increased above what the House based their budget on. So, there's the senator that we spoke to yesterday who's from Carroll County and, had indicated, he has a whole plan, and he's waiting for a plan, to kind of verify that plan with Senator Gray. We meet with Senator Gray on Monday. He's the last of the group, so, we hope that, Senator Gray's in agreement with those 4 items that the counties have brought across. At least the counties we're not asking for more money. What we're asking for is
To maintain it.
not to be penalized.
Right.
And that was one of the senators that commented, everybody else that's come in has asked for more money. Just the counties are interested in keeping what
we got.
what we've got, as opposed to asking for more.
Right.
So, at the last state and county finance meeting, which I was unable to attend, but, I sent Dee in my place. And, Henry Lippman has guaranteed us equitable reimbursement for our behavior unit.
When would that take place in the regular rate setting?
In July,
July.
with July's rate setting, which of course they're dragging their feet because they don't have a budget to work off of.
I,
So,
Yeah,
can I ask a question?
sure.
Okay, at the last meeting, we were discussing the power for, the power contract, the electric
Yeah.
contract. And you're supposed to get some more information like at 10:30 that day, and did you guys make a final decision on what you were?
Right, we
going
came
to
out of
do?
executive session and we awarded the contract, it's the two separate entities.
yeah, and we'll get you copies.
I'll get you copies of it. They were both the lowest, they were both of them, the
Okay,
lowest.
that's fine,
Yeah.
I couldn't stay, so I
Right.
was just kind
Yeah.
of curious,
Yeah.
so.
We took care of that last week. Okay.
That's it, sir.
You got it?
Yeah, I have to go again today to meet with two senators. One includes Senator Waters.
Yeah.
So it's important I be there, I guess, and the other one Monday is Senator Gray, and then I'm done with my trips to Concord. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much, yeah. Now you know how I used to feel.
I do everything I can to avoid leaving the complex, to the extent that when I first trip to Concord, I couldn't find my car because I didn't remember where I parked it. It's so confusing up there with parking spaces, but
Really? They got that new
Yeah.
building built up there yet?
no,
No,
not even close.
It's a hole in the ground right now.
Yeah.
$40 million hole in the ground.
Yeah, it's just a hole in the ground. There's nothing to it. The only reason I know that is I walked by there to get to the State
Does
House.
anybody know where they're gonna tear the old garage down, the ones up behind the old Eagle Hotel?
Stores?
Yeah.
Well, it's
old.
pretty bad shape.
Yeah. I remember when it was new.
Are you dating yourself?
I am. I parked in it 45 years ago, but it was brand new.
Yeah, it's falling apart.
I'm sure it is.
Is that the one that's further down?
It's just across from it's across the street from the State House. You gotta go up behind the old Eagle Hotel. You gotta go in behind.
Yeah, I think
down
I've
Store
seen that
Street.
one. I looked at that.
Alrighty, well. If there's no old new business left for anyone, and no more questions, the chair will entertain a motion to go into non-public session for personnel and contracts.
So moved.
So moved, seconded, roll call, Commissioner Petrie.
Yes.
Commissioner Levitt? Myself, yes, okay. Commissioner will retire in non-public session. Thank you all very much.